Oh man, here we are live. Driving back from Henry County. If you guys have a question, I'm here. Ask me anything. It's been a good day. I got a lot done. Got a big job done over in Paris today. And I'm ready to get the remote controllers and get fired up. Let's see who gets on here first. No viewers yet. Not one viewer. What are you guys doing today? What's up in your life? Are you happy, healthy, sad, mad? What are you doing? Are you having a good day? I hope you are. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're happy. I'm headed back from Paris, and I am going to go to the house and eat some lunch. It's a little late for lunch, but I haven't had lunch, so I'm going to go do that. Ask me anything. Ask me any question that you want to ask, and I'll answer your question. Tell me what you've been doing. Tell me what's happening in your world today. Hopefully everything is safe where you're at. I hope so. I hope so. So young, so young, so young, so young. What's everybody doing, man? Come on, you guys know you want to ask me a question. Hold on just a second. Got a box in the back. What are you doing? Don't just stand there and look at me. Ask me a question. No questions, okay. That's all right. Oh man, I'm ready for some lunch. What'd you have for lunch today? You probably don't want to tell me. You're ashamed, aren't you? You better tell me. What'd you have for lunch? I'm not going to ask you again. What did you have for lunch? I will. Who is that in the road? Whoop. What'd you guys have for lunch today? What did you have for lunch? Comment. I want to know what you had for lunch. I want to know if it was delicious and how delicious it was. Uh-oh, we got a stop that's happening up ahead. Yo, do welding and HVAC go together? Tony? Yeah, they do. They definitely go together, and with residential, you do a lot of brazing. So you use oxygen acetylene, you have a little turbo torch, which has a bigger tip, and then you have oxygen acetylene, and you use oxygen acetylene with residential brazing with 3/8 copper all the way up to 7/8 copper. And then when you get into process piping, you've got chillers that have steel pipes or high density polyethylene. That's welding with fusion tools. But you're using welding like regular TIG or MIG welding. You use that with the mechanical side when you're doing exhaust and fresh air hoods, when you're doing like kitchen installs, and then you do welding with process piping. So if you have a chiller and that chiller runs inside of a building and you have process piping that carries all of the cold water, then you may have to weld those. If you're working with a boiler, with boiler construction, there's welding. And then with the boiler's process piping, if you have steam that you're carrying, you have to weld that. So yeah, definitely, man. Absolutely, they go together. You got to know how to weld. Who else we got? Thanks, Tony, for the question. I appreciate it. Mylan. All right. Or Malin. No, it's not. Okay. Your question is, how do you check inrush amperage on a compressor, and why would you? Oh, okay. So you have full load amps. Run load amps is what the compressor uses when it runs. You know, it's set for like, you know, if you have a compressor, it pulls like 100 amps when it starts, and that's full load amps. How do you check it? Let me get a meter for you. Let me reach in the back. Well, poop, I can get my meter. I'll get my meter here in a second. And you check amp draw by turning your meter to AAC, not VAC, which is checking voltage, but you check it to AAC. You have a clamp, and that clamp goes over your wire, and your wire runs through your clamp of your meter. And what you do is you hook it onto your start winding of your compressor, because if you have a single stage compressor, you have common start and run. And your start winding is used, and you usually have like a potential relay, and it drops out the start winding after the compressor starts, because, oh, don't risk it. Hey man, I'll just pull over, I'll get that meter out. But you take your meter, you put it on amps, and then you put it around the wire that the compressor is using for its start winding, and you just check on startup. It should pull the amount of amps it does to start the compressor up. That it drops out, and then you'll be measuring runs on your wire. You've got and a run winding. You can measure either one of those, and you'll be able to measure the amps that the compressor's pulling. There's Bob. Bob's headed home from work. But yeah, you just use a meter and you check voltage with it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull over. I could probably, actually, we got a stop sign. We got a stoplight, guys. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get my meter so I can show you. All right, see, we got a red light, guys. We got a red light. All right, here we go. Oh crap. Oh crap. Whoopsies. Sorry folks. Oh man. I got a green light and these people are waiting. That's all right. That's all right. All right, so this right here is your meter. All right, hold on. Let me get my seatbelt back on, just in case we wreck and run off the road into a field. This is Tennessee, so we got lots of fields, man. All right, so see the meter? Okay. Now, if you look at it, you've got volts. You see that right there? You've also got AAC, okay? AAC. Oh shit, about wrecked. Whoopsies. Sorry about that. Ooh, that was almost serious. All right, so I don't need to wreck. Okay. Let me take these leads off. Man, I about freaked out about wreck just now. All right, so AAC is what we got it on. We hit select. All right, see that? Now it's reading amps, okay? We clamp the meter around the wire, boop, and then once you have the wire running through here, it's measuring the current right here, okay? So when the unit starts up, you're gonna see this right here. It's gonna have a reading on it, and it's probably gonna be full load amps. And if you look on your service facts of the unit that you're working on, it has all that information. It has full load amps that the compressor uses to start, and it has run load amps that the compressor uses to run. And there's a rating, and that compressor should run somewhere around that rating. So, man, I almost wrecked, guys. That would have been terrible. Any more comments? Ha 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 ha. Laughing? Nice, Tony. I'm glad you asked me that question, Tony. That's cool, man. Are you thinking about being in going in the HVAC industry? What about you, Mylan? Is it Mylan? Is that how I pronounce your name? Yeah, no problem, Mylan. Absolutely, you're welcome, buddy. And I think I've got a video that I haven't put together yet on reading the amp draw of a compressor, and I've actually got I think it's like 10 or 15 minute video just on compressors, how to install, how to check, and inrush current, all that good stuff. So, okay, cool, Tony. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you're going to HVAC school. If you are you in an apprenticeship program? Are you working underneath somebody? What's your plans? Where are you from? Mylan, where are you from too? Where you guys hail from? Where are you located? Ask me any question, guys. I'm here. I've got another 10 minutes while I drive. I'd love to answer your questions. HVAC, anything HVAC, definitely. Man, I'm telling you, I'm about to. It's close, but I'm an old man and text like a hen pecking at seed. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, those chickens, they just kind of look around a little bit, and then they whoop, whoop. I'm from, Tony says, oh, nice. Mylan, you're from Arizona. That's really cool, man. What's the weather like in Arizona right now? Tony says, I'm from St. Pete, Florida. I'm going to trade school soon. Very, very, very cool, my brother. That's awesome. Glad you're going to trade school. Make sure you get a good teacher who cares about you, shows you all the hands-on training. I see you install Samsung. What your opinion on the mini splits? I've been leaning toward them. I love mini splits, man. Just done a video about mini splits. Check it out. It's called mini split versus air conditioner. I love mini splits. They're great. They use inverter technology. They have 3-phase compressors and fan motors. Like Samsung, they go from, I think, 30 hertz all the way up to 120 hertz. They have like 5 to 6, 7, 8 stages. And those stages are basically, they're controlled by an intelligent power module. There's a PCB that has like a microprocessor on it. Has a bunch of algorithms. They basically maintain discharge temperature on the compressor, and then they maintain the evaporator inlet and outlet through a sensor. And then they adjust their EEV and everything, the compressor, to try to maintain the set point. So you pronounce it fine? Oh, good. Thanks, Mylan. Awesome. That's great, man. I'm glad that I'm pronouncing your name properly. I don't want to pronounce somebody's name wrong, you know? I don't want them like, man, what's this guy doing? Pronouncing my name. Felipe. It's Felipe. Come on. So, good deal. It's 106 degrees. Holy crap! It's crazy. It's only 90 degrees here. But the humidity is like 100, so. I love, George, I love Samsung, man. I actually just installed some 360 cassettes at this beautiful, beautiful, elegant barn, and it's a wedding venue. I'm gonna post a video probably tomorrow or Friday on this job, and I don't think anything could accentuate this particular venue like Samsung's 360 cassette. Oh, very cool, George. You're from Montana. Wow, man. What's the weather? It's 101 degrees. Wow, man, it's hot everywhere. That's crazy, man. They're modifying that weather, man. Making it super hot. Very cool, though. Tony, that's awesome answer. You're about to go to trade school. What makes you want to go to trade school, Tony? Is it just somebody you know that's working in the field? Mylan, yeah. It is cool, man. Glad I got your name right. Otherwise, I feel like an idiot. So, but what makes you want to go into the HVAC field, Tony? You just got a friend who does it. You see the opportunity. What is it there? If you can already weld, you can make serious money, man. I've got a $500,000 license, and I can actually build or do boiler construction, process piping, but I don't do any of that. I actually work more in the residential field. We probably do 300 to 400 installs every year. And residential, there's just not as much money involved. There's not as much money. You're dealing with residential homeowners. Depends on your location, on how much you can, you know, get on jobs. But commercial, there's a lot more money there. And industrial, with welding, there's a lot more money. So, good luck, Tony. It's awesome. No, just sick of welding, stairs, bro, and heard HVAC and welding go hand in hand. That's right. They actually do. When you look at boiler construction, especially boiler construction, especially process piping, when you're carrying steam or you're carrying liquid, a lot of companies, it's like when you take, for instance, a restaurant. Let's just take a restaurant. Robert Spicer, what you got for motivation? We'll get the motivation. But when you take, for instance, a restaurant, you've got a big kitchen, you got a big oven, you got to have a big hood. And when you got a big hood, you got to have an exhaust, and that exhaust most of the time has to be welded. And most companies, they take subcontractors, and they use subcontractors for the work. They have the license, and then you're the subcontractor. So if you advertise that you could weld, Tony, you could get picked up by tons of companies, and you could be a subcontractor, make a lot of money. It's recession proof, and it's always evolving. Mylan, dude, right on, man. It's always evolving. I'm telling you, because there's so much technology that's coming out. And now everybody that's commercial industrial is looking at building management systems. You know, and we got corporate that wants to monitor everything and make sure they save all the pennies they can, because we got green energy coming on the scene. Then we got solar. So now they're coupling solar with units. Now we got solar heating and cooling. I've got a license to do solar heating and cooling. I don't do it. I need to do it. I've only got a couple customers who have done solar heating and cooling. And all you use is evacuated tubes or flat plate collectors. And then you connect those to storage tanks that you use for independent cooling or heating. So, but it can provide you with really hot heat. In fact, solar heating and cooling can account for 80% of your water heating. So good techs are hard to find. Someone who wants to learn, yes, both of those. You can't find good techs, and if you can find a good tech, they don't want to learn. They don't really care. I need to go feed my fish. So I just got home. I'm going to feed my fish real quick in my aquaponics facility. And then I'm going to get some lunch, because I got to eat some lunch, man. Thanks for the thumbs up, and I really appreciate that, guys. If you could do me a favor and just hit the notification button on my channel or share one of my videos, that would be fantastical. Really appreciate it. Tony, I'm glad that you have got the welding degree, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be able to just slide on in. Hey, later, Tony. See ya. While they are working. Yep. Boat chisel. Dylan, do you want some motivation today, man? I've been out of motivation for a little bit. I really have. I haven't been as motivated as I need to be. I haven't been doing videos on motivation. The only videos I've been doing right now is my HVAC tips for technicians. I've been doing a lot of those videos lately because I get so many requests. And then I've got tips for homeowners. I've had a lot of homeowners tell me that they really appreciate the videos that I've been doing, so that's been pretty cool. I gotta turn the lights on. You guys want to see an aquaponics facility? I only got one plant though. I haven't been planning like I need to. I haven't been growing anything. I was hoping to grow some produce to run through my dryer. I've been growing a few of these peppers. They're not hot though. Hey, you want to see some big fish? I got some big fish, man. Koi fish. Gotta get a big old scoop of that. Here, little fishies. Butterfly koi. They're beautiful. And then I got some duckweed. And I feed them the duckweed as a supplement. It works out really good. Any more questions? Dylan, I will give you some motivation, man. Not on here today, but I really appreciate everybody and all the questions. Thank you for spending the time with me while I'm here on this video live. I really appreciate it, guys. I hope your day is great. I hope you're healthy and happy. Thank you, whoever just gave me that like. I really appreciate it, man. Check out my playlist, Tips for Technicians, if you need any advice, man. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.